Alright. Transposing kiln and soul of rotted greatwood. Ember restored. Finally. Whew. Had to take a moment of silence there for my sanity on this last run. And indeed, we see this is the location. This is the place. This is where you go for the Mound Builders Covenant. Which makes me wonder, how exactly are we getting here? How exactly did that, the hollow with the cage on his back, dump us here? I mean, there's the cages right there, right? So... presumably he had to have brought us down here somehow. But until the cursed rotted greatwood knocks down the opening, there was no way to get down here. None of these wooden structures here take you up to the top. Kinda strange. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Soul of the rotted greatwood. Soul of the cursed rotted greatwood. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true nature. Transpose. That must mean that the transposing kiln is how you make boss weapons. That's what it kind of seems like. Ever since its establishment, all manner of curses have managed to seep into the Undead Settlement. The worst of them were sealed away inside a spirit tree, but eventually the curses took their toll. Huh. So basically the Undead Settlement's citizens, the Hollows, well, not Hollows, I would say the Undead living there, took all of the all manner of curses, whatever that means, and stuck it in a spirit tree, and eventually it brought it to life, and that's interesting. So what is a spirit tree? That's the interesting thing, and that seems to tie in with this worship of trees. You know, we had in the first start, in Demon Souls, actually we could even go back that far, we have the old one, who is covered in twigs and foliage and is basically a giant hollowed out tree. And then we have the Bed of Chaos in Dark Souls 1, the remains of the Witch of Izalith, which we have is just a, you know, a giant tree creature, essentially, with Chaos Flame from when the artificial recreation of the first flame was attempted. You know, and now we have this worship of trees everywhere, and these spirit trees turning into bosses and such. It's really an interesting thing. Now I'm going to head back to Firelink. See about doing some leveling up. Ah, and we have one more thing we need to do. Let's see. There we are. Transposing kiln. An old transposing kiln from Coreland, crafted with stitched crystal lizard hide. Give it to Ludlith, Lord of Cinder, to conduct soul transposition. This kiln can transpose twisted souls to craft special items with their concentrated essence, deemed forbidden by those unable to make proper use of it. Interesting. Crafted with stitched crystal lizard hide. Seems that the crystal lizards might be more important than we thought. I mean, if crystal lizard hides are able to bring out soul essences, you know, that tells you something there. And then, even more so, we see what happens when the... Where is it? Yeah, here. The Titanite scale. We see what happens when crystal lizards get a hold of souls. They become these monsters. Like we saw in the beginning, they give off these scales. And this is, you know, in giving a Titanite scale, one of these giant crystal lizard scales, to the kiln, is what allows you to increase the power of transposed weapons. So we're seeing a big connection here. Something about crystal lizards is allowing us to create soul weapons. This is making me think that crystal lizards are much more important than we would have once thought.
Fret not, fret not. My feet are here firmly planted. For I am a lord, and this is my throne. Listen, this might pique thine interest. Before I was a lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corlin's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenest upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me, quick.
I have just that thing.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
Indeed. Let's see what we got. Hollow Slayer Greatsword. Soul of the Rotted Greatwood gives it to you. Interesting. Greatsword used for a lifetime by a masked knight. Harbors the fears that lurk within the minds of hollows, and is particularly effective against them. Bestowed to a proper mirror knight long ago. Two-hand to execute special sword techniques. Special techniques? Are they referring to the stance skill or something else, I wonder? And this is interesting. This is the Mirror Greatsword. I wonder if this is supposed to be Lucatil or Azlatil's, or just some random Mirror Knight, you know? Presumably the mask is something that is not unique to Lucatil and Azlatil. It's something that was given to all Mirror Knights. Then we got Vort's Great Hammer. I wonder what the little X on the side is for. Does that mean that I can't create these? I mean, Arstor Spear, interesting. That's interesting. Arstor is known for curses. You know, we know him from the Dark Souls 1 lore that Arstor is the one who created the curse bite rings and such, and isn't he the one that developed the purging stones as well, I believe? That is very interesting. One of the curses that festered within the belly of the Greatwood, and a terrible weapon favored by Earl Arstor the Impaler. The spear is enwreathed in rotten, heavily poisoned meat. Defeating foes restores HP. Skill, Shield Splitter. Take a large step forward and make a single focus thrust to puncture enemy shields and inflict damage. That's interesting as well. they're saying that this spear is one of the curses, so this must have been a cursed weapon that caused the Great Wood to rise up and become whatever the hell it is now. And it says it was a weapon favored, presumably used by Earl Arstor. So that makes you wonder, how old is this thing? Very interesting, though. And then we have Pontiff's Left Eye. Bewitched ring that Pontiff Sylvain bestowed upon his knights. Restores HP with successive attacks. Knights who peer into the black orb are lured into battles of death, transformed into frenzied beasts. No wonder the Pontiff only provides these rings to those dispatched to foreign lands. That's interesting. That sounds like a much more fitting thing to choose compared to the Vort's Great Hammer for me, because I'm not really... Let's see what. Skill of Perseverance. Anchor weapon in earth to temporarily boost poise. Damage reduced while activated. I mean, I'm probably not going to go for 30 strength in this, at least in this build. I'm looking for probably for more of a dexterity with some strength, more focused to a little bit of magic hybridism. So I think this ring could be useful. This is basically Bloodborne mode right here, you know, recover HP with successive attacks. That would give me the rally from Bloodborne where you recover HP. It says 0 souls for it. Required souls 1,000. Okay, I see. So the X means that I can't wield it yet. That's what that's all about. I can't wield any of these, actually. I'm going to need 18 dex for the Hollow Slayer sword, 19 dex for Arstor's spear. It's a tough choice between these two. Let's see, we got a DC, DC. The spear has poison on it, which is nice. You do have higher physical damage from the sword. I'm definitely going to get this, the eye, because I don't think I'm going to go for that much strength. But I need to decide between these two for the Great Wood. Both require virtually identical stats. Since I've already got 14 strength, that's not an issue. 19 or 18 though. 145 versus 118 for the base damage, but then one has poison where the other doesn't, and it also is a spear, so it can be used behind a shield. So, interestingly though, apparently this has a special ability to do extra damage against hollows though. Well, I can't use either of them yet, so I might as well just wait, and I think I'll decide later on which of those two to go for. Let's see if Ludleth has anything else to say for us first.
Knowest thou of our purpose? Fog of age.
Yes, okay.
Knowest thou of...
Yeah, okay, so he's not going to say anything else anymore.
Now, do not be away, overlord.
Let's take a look over here. Oh, and I want to equip my new ring here. Can I still roll with that? Yes, I can.
Tis good, wasn't he?
We want to give... Where is it? Yeah. Give an Estus shard to him. Nothing to repair. I forgot about the War God wooden shield. War God. Oh, okay. I thought it said War Good before. Okay. Wooden shield reinforced with metal, the largest of the wooden medium shields. The bizarre pattern featured on the shield is the mark of a mad god, revered as a god of war in remote regions. Skill, weapon skill. Equipping this shield allows you to perform your skill of your... Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the Lucerne for this, for the moment.
Ah, tis good, wasn't he?
I'll infuse it. Let's see, should I go with refined? Give me 113 plus 34 with, that's not really much of an upgrade. Because this is already a quality weapon, you're not seeing much of an increase. Plus I'm losing 13 in order to gain 14, so it's not going to do much extra there. Raw definitely gives some improvement, but I think I'm going to go with fire just for now.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Very nice. Still can't wear this without heavy rolling. That drives me crazy. I really need to improve my vitality. What the hell? What is up with my face? The hell is that? You're not supposed to hollow in this game? What the hell's going on? What? Well, that's surprising. Yeah, I've definitely mugged up my face a little bit. That's strange. Okay, let's see. Let's pay a visit to him.
I am pleased to have a pupil as dedicated as you.
Welcome. Fireball would be nice to have. Great combustion would be even more nice, but start with fireball for now. Okay.
Oh, we'll need a pyromancy tome to learn more. Advanced, though unorthodox, if this... To learn pyromancy, I know, and... Oh, we'll need...
Okay, nothing else.
Do not be gone for long.
Let's go talk to Yol. That's great, right? What's he doing?
She was already dead. Heavens. Heavens. She was already dead.
What happened to his merchant stuff? I was gonna buy something from him. Ah, there he is.
Oh, our champion of Ash. Welcome back. I would do anything for my master. Just say the word.
got some interesting spells here. But I don't want to waste a whole crap ton of money on things. Especially when I'm trying to unlock that door. The key. Excuse me.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, but I can't. I'm we pilgrims of those branded by the. As I have said, alas, but I'm we pilgrims of lot of those. Then shall we begin? Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
At this point, I think the best thing to do would be to increase my... Is it vitality, or is it endurance? No, endurance is stamina. Okay, so vitality, yeah.
Then shall we begin? Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
How many times can you do this? Like, seriously? Really? I can just pump levels like this? What? Isn't there some kind of a cost here?
As I have said, but I weep that the...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is he doing something to me? Is this why my face is all fuggy now? I mean... look at those eyes. Oh, jeez.
Then shall we begin? Bearer of the dark sign.
I mean, it is free levels, but I'm starting to get a little suspicious here.
As I have said, alas, but finally we pilgrimed them. Be safe, champion of Ash.
Something... What was that? Just a ghost? Something is odd about this.
You haven't given up yet. Then you're a brasher less than I thought. You can make better use of this.
Heavy gem. Huh.
I don't need it. Not now I've flown the coop. The Undead Legion of Farron is a caravan of undead, sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The Legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems.
Huh.
I pity the sorry souls.
This guy gives some really useful information.
Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars, even
That is very interesting. Well, guys, this video is getting a little bit longer, and I'm quite honestly puzzled about all this. I've got some kind of a glitch, I guess, where I get free infinite levels. I don't know. Anyway, let's stop for now, and then I'm gonna take a break and come back and do another one. So, see ya.